Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today is lesson 4 in our Labyrinth on an Opus tile. And I have absolutely fallen in love with Opus. We'll have to see what we can do with a few more Opus tiles. But if you've never seen an Opus tile, the front side is blank. It's just a beautiful blank surface. The back side of the tile has some great calligraphy words, inspiring words by Maria. And there's a little signature in the center that I've covered up. I'm going to get out one more so you can see. There's it says Opus, and it is an artist. Opus means an artistic work, especially one on large scale. And I always think of Mr. Holland's Opus when the movie, and when I think of Opus. So we are going to do our fourth and final corner, and then this will be ready to frame. This will be gorgeous framed because it is an Opus. It was several weeks in the making. So now I'm just gonna turn my tile because I like to turn to do my work. So I'm turning it. I'm going to do this little corner. We're gonna come in so you can see this little corner. I'm gonna slide my camera a little bit and come in a little bit closer to my work. And I have chosen to use two different pens, and I'm using 01 brown and 01 black. And I decided I wanted something light and fun, and I love Inkidoodles and by Molly Hullabaugh. And so I'm just going to do a variety of Inkidoodles in black and brown. So Inkidoodles just starts out, I'm just going to start out with several strokes. So let's come in close so you can see what I've done. Mine they'll always have a little bit different. Start little. It's kind of like that Wi-Fi signal. And then, especially where I am right now, my Wi-Fi signal varies just like that. And I love them because there's no real set shape to the pattern. And we can change pins and just add some Inkidoodles in a brown color. That's what I get when I come in. I go off the camera too easy. So I'm going to scan back out, and I'm just going to work my Inkidoodles in this area, alternating my color of pen. And you can see the Inkidoodles can just work itself in to any little crevice or corner. And sometimes they even get a little bend in them. Maybe that's too far out, sorry. There we go. And I'll just watch real careful. That I just work this Inkidoodles. And sometimes Inkidoodles just gets, it has a life of its own. It is a beautiful tangle, and when I get it all into that corner, I'm sure I'm going to love it, especially alternating my pins. So I have some dark brown, some of the brown, and some black. And Inkidoodles can be lots of different sizes and shapes. I'm going to scan out again And then I'm just going to work on it, and then we will see what happens. Okay, I think that I have enough Indirella in there, and I'm going to do a little shading on Indirella. So I'm going to come in. Ooh, man, I'm having a hard time here. And I'm just going to shade, put a little graphite on just 1/2 of my Indirella. Now I'm going to take my shading stump and I'm just going to blend. And I blended my Indirella. Shaded that Indirella, and it just makes all the difference in the world in that Indirella. Now I am going to give my a few little things that will connect all of this. I'm just going to put a little Muka around in different spots, and maybe some fescue. I love how fescue can just really bring something alive, and it can just be right over the top. And just of some fun little things in there as I see it needs. And then I will frame it. There we have our Labyrinth on an Opus with lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will have Opus tiles available at my store if you're interested in them, or it's a 10 by 10 with the Labyrinth just glued on. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and tangle every day.